The dream of playing college basketball is a hope that many would do just about anything for. Sacrifice becomes a way of life to those who truly want to live out this dream, and juniors Justice Bartley and Trevon Gross Jr. are no exception. Both were walk-on players who had no guarantee of ever actually touching the court. They were assigned to the scout team, and to some, that would be a disappointment. But to these Cavaliers, it was a challenge they were willing to take on.
To be on the scout team, we have to basically learn a lot of other team sets from all around the country. And so, in a way, we're able to expand our own games. You get to learn different things on the court based on different teams, offensive schemes and defensive schemes. You're impersonating different players. It's honestly a good challenge to have to duplicate to the best of your abilities what other teams do to properly prepare the guys in order to go into a game. And that's something, you just end up taking pride in because, like I said, it's a good challenge.
All 14 of us on this team push each other every day to get better. As much as we're trying to get those guys ready for, the next game, we're over here, getting ourselves better, and those guys are helping us get better too. Being on the scout team, there's challenges, but there are also some peaks in it too.
And they hold us accountable. That's they hold us accountable to do what we're asked to do, and that's both from the coaching staff, but also as a group internally, just holding each other accountable to be great players.
Yep.
And it's great. We have that one goal in mind.
Working behind the scenes to become better for themselves and their team every day, the role of a scout player doesn't come with the glory. It's a position that takes a selfless, hard-working person with a team-first mentality.
Coaches will take us before practice, tell us what each play is, and then have to remember it on the fly when we're in practice and have to execute it properly, because coach wants to see a specific detail to it or whatever the case may be. I would say that's probably the hardest part of it, just because it's a lot of information thrown at us. We learn the offensive sets, we learn out of bounds, we learn defensive schemes, and really it's a lot of information to have to take in, but not only just take in, but really understand and execute.
Coming here, that's a totally different level of being focused, and because not only are we having to learn our own plays and our own different, sets or things that a coach, sees in different games, we also have to learn the other teams too.
When we're able to be successful and score the ball and whatever the case may be, we just do well. That's probably the best part. It's satisfying just because we're scoring on the best defense in the country and we're doing our job well. So there's no better feeling than that.
One of my favorite things though is over the course of the years, seeing the guys that were with us on Green Team now on the other side. Because like I said, we're all holding each other accountable. We're getting better together, but knowing that they got better with us. We're preparing them for that next year. That we're sitting out their redshirt year, or the case may be. We're getting them ready and seeing them on the other side. That's probably one cool thing too that I like.
Hard work pays off, and each has earned playing time. However, the biggest perk came for them this season, as Coach Bennett awarded both with a well-earned scholarship for their efforts.
It was just pure excitement because it was something that not only just directly affected me, but it helped out my family a lot. All that time and mental power, physical power, that I put in every day, just giving it my best approach, just paid off. It was just really a satisfying and just an exciting feeling.
It was overwhelming, to be honest. I couldn't, for the first 24 hours, I couldn't believe it. I just really couldn't believe anything that was going on. I was just so thankful and blessed to be on scholarship, because one thing we did leave out is that me and Trey, we worked hours. We had a job. Don't forget that. We had a job. And we have class. We have, practice, and then right after practice, we're going off to work. Having all these hours, these sacrifices, and just being diligent in what we do, having all those things pay off and be rewarded in the end, that feeling is great. One thing that I can't even put a number on is how great my parents are feeling.
Yeah, that was definitely probably one of the best phone calls I've ever made. To hear the excitement and stuff like that, and my parents' voice was, there's no feeling like it. It's indescribable.
One thing I've learned through this journey is that we so badly want to make things happen as soon as possible, but I've learned so much before the scholarship that I can't ever take for granted.
I love the game of basketball. It's giving back to me, and it's always been a challenge, and I truly enjoy challenges. And that's always been, I guess, my why in terms of, why I came in every day to work hard to get to this point.